Hi everybody, this is going to be my first cooking video. I'm going to make something that Linda discovered on YouTube, and it's called Chinese hot oil, and we are absolutely totally addicted to it. So I'm going to show you what the ingredients are and we'll go through the process. Okay, to make Chinese hot oil you need a pot that can stand pretty good heat. My ingredients are in the about 1/4 cup of hot pepper flakes. I just use the ones that you can get in the grocery store. If you can get to an Asian market, you can probably get the more authentic ones, but this will work just fine. So we have 1/4 cup of those. So we got to find a container. Yeah, just these guys, the ones I like to put on your pizza. Then we have 1 cup of coconut oil. You can use any kind of vegetable oil, any kind of high heat oil. I just think coconut oil tastes better, but it's certainly up to your preference. I got about 5 cloves of garlic smashed and peeled. Everybody knows how to do that with a knife, where you smash it and peel it. And then something we've never tried before, but we saw Mikey Chen on his video threw some peanuts in there. So we're going to get started here. First thing you do is put your coconut oil in the pot. And this is really the most critical part of it, is getting the temperature of the oil correct. So we're going to go ahead and crank that up to high, get it started. Now, what will happen is when the oil gets to the right temperature, you don't want it boiling hot, or it'll ruin your peppers. It'll burn them black. So what you want to do is just get it hot enough to where, actually I'm going to put this thing on about maybe 7. Let's start there and see how it goes. But it will just start to smoke. You'll see little curls of smoke coming out of it, and that's exactly when it's ready. So you don't want it boiling hot, you just want this kind of curling smoke there. All right, while we're waiting on that, let's take our chili peppers and put them into the Pyrex container. I'm using a Pyrex mixing bowl, or mixing cup rather, measuring cup, because Pyrex can handle extremely high temperatures, and you don't really have to worry about that breaking. We used to use them in laboratories when I was in college. And we'll dump our garlic in there. And finally, our peanuts. And what's going to happen is that oil is actually going to cook these ingredients and make it taste fabulous. Okay. It's getting close. As you can see, it's starting to bubble a little bit, and we're starting to see. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's starting to get a little bit of smoke coming off, and that's when you know everything is perfectly ready. So let's carefully take our hot oil. Got this stuff. Take our hot oil here. Yeah, a little bit of smoke coming off. I wish you could see that. And we're going to pour it into our container. You hear that? It kind of makes a snap, crackle, pop. And I'm going to go traditional here. Chinese chopstick that I got from the Thai restaurant across the street. Oh, God, it was fabulous smell. Got a really garlicky kind of smell to it. Okay, a couple of things you can do after you get completed with your mixture here is put in a couple of cranks of, I'm using the pink Himalayan sea salt from the grinder here, so just a few cranks of that, because more than likely you're going to be salting and seasoning the food that you're going to put this on. And then you need for it to cool off first, but then a nice splash of sesame oil. Since I'm using about a cup of oil and half a cup of my, rather a quarter of a cup of my spices. I'd say maybe a tablespoon of sesame oil, pretty much to your taste. It's not super critical, the mixture. But stir her up like that, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is the genuine Chinese hot pepper oil. So we're gonna let that cool down, add a little sesame seed, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so here's the finished product. As you can see, got all the liquid down in there. It's cooled off enough now. You can see there's a nice red hue to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little sesame oil, and I said about a tablespoon, but we kind of like the taste of sesame oil, so that ought to be enough to hold it. Okay, I really like sesame oil. Let's add about another glug. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And we just keep it in an old jar. I think this came from some spaghetti sauce or something. And we are 100% totally addicted to it. Linda puts it on everything. Tomorrow we're going to do our meal prep with some low-fat spaghetti and a low-fat meatloaf. That'll be our meal prep for the week, and I'm sure this is going to somehow find its way into either one of those dishes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. You certainly can use it in any different kind of ingredient that you want. This is a fairly simple Chinese hot oil, but give it a try. I think you'll really like it. It's like I said, it's not very low fat, and the only thing I'll say, if you use coconut oil, when it cools down, it will solidify. But just take the top off the jar and stick it in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and it'll liquefy again. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we'll have a few more cooking videos coming. Until then, this is Michael signing off.